a cool idea to build. Why didn't I figure it out myself? Let me show you a guide on how to build a Hummer.
Round 1.
I start my Hummer by building the wheels first, using black concrete. Whenever I build vehicles, I like starting with the wheels, because they help define the overall size of the car. If the wheels are too small, the vehicle looks oversized. If they are too large, the proportions feel strange. A Hummer is known for being a large and rugged vehicle, so I make sure the wheels look thick and capable of handling rough terrain. After finishing them, I begin creating the body using different sandstone blocks. Sandstone has a nice light color that reminds me of military and desert vehicles, which fits the tough appearance of a Hummer really well. I slowly connect the wheels with the lower frame and start shaping the sides. Even though the design is fairly simple, I try to make the vehicle look wide and sturdy because that is one of the most recognizable features of a Hummer. A good vehicle build should have a strong silhouette, so people can recognize it even before all the details are added. Once the basic frame is finished, I continue expanding the body using more sandstone blocks, stairs, and slabs to create a smoother shape. Using multiple block forms helps avoid the boxy look that vehicles often get in Minecraft. I pay attention to the cabin area because the windshield and roofline are important parts of the vehicle's identity. As I build, I also start adding smaller details. I place buttons along the sides to represent handles and mechanical features. Then I add fence gates in several spots to create extra depth and make the vehicle feel more detailed. Small decorations like these may not seem important, but they often make a build look much more realistic. When viewers look closely at a vehicle, these little details help convince them that it is more than just a collection of blocks. The Hummer is starting to look much more complete, and its bulky shape already stands out nicely. For the final stage, I finish the cabin using sandstone and make sure the roof connects smoothly to the rest of the body. A vehicle should always look like one connected structure rather than several separate parts stacked together. After that, I place an antenna on top using iron bars. The thin shape of iron bars works perfectly because antennas should look lightweight and tall. Adding vertical details is also a useful building technique because it helps break up flat roof surfaces. To finish the Hummer, I take one last look at the overall shape and make sure all the details work together. The buttons, fence gates, sandstone body, and large wheels combine to create a vehicle that feels strong and practical. It may not be the most complicated build ever, but it definitely captures the tough personality that Hummers are known for. Phew, it took so much effort. Great, my Hummer is ready.
Oh, wow!
Joo-hoo! We're going to build a Hummer today. I love building cars. Mikey has probably already built his Hummer. Mikey, is that all you've built in that time? Are you sure it's a Hummer?
JJ, you only know how to offend me. By the way, I tried very hard.
Mikey, your car looks like it was built using sand molds.
Oh, that's it. Stop judging. Maybe then you can show me how to build a Hummer?
Of course, we ran to the place.
JJ, I'm not sure you're going to make it. But in any case, good luck to you. I'll wait for you at the house.
Thanks, then I'll start. Round 2. The first thing I focus on is the wheels of the Hummer. Instead of using full blocks, I build them from black concrete stairs. Stairs are extremely useful when creating vehicles because they allow curves and rounded shapes that normal blocks cannot provide. One of the defining features of a Hummer is its large off-road tires, so I spend time making sure they look powerful enough to support the vehicle. The wheels immediately establish the scale of the build and help determine how high the body should sit above the ground. When building vehicles, I always recommend starting with the wheels, or at least planning them early. A lot of proportion problems come from trying to squeeze wheels into a design afterward. By beginning here, I can make sure the entire vehicle feels balanced from the start. Even with only the wheels completed, the build already starts to suggest the rugged personality that Hummers are famous for. With the wheels in place, I begin constructing the lower frame of the vehicle using smooth sandstone. Smooth sandstone is a great material for this project because it provides clean surfaces while still having enough texture to keep the build visually interesting. I start connecting the wheel areas and shaping the lower body. A Hummer is not designed to look sleek like a sports car. It is meant to look durable, practical, and capable of handling difficult terrain. Because of that, I intentionally make the lower body fairly substantial. Strong lower sections help communicate durability. Even in Minecraft, viewers tend to associate thick frames and large proportions with strength and reliability. As the first layers go up, I focus primarily on establishing the overall silhouette before worrying about finer details. Next, I continue building the sides of the Hummer using smooth sandstone blocks, slabs, and stairs. Using multiple block shapes is one of the easiest ways to improve vehicle builds. Full blocks alone often create flat surfaces that feel unrealistic. By mixing in slabs and stairs, I can create subtle angles and depth changes that make the vehicle look more sophisticated. While expanding the body, I think about the real-world design philosophy behind Hummers. These vehicles are intentionally boxy because that shape provides interior space and practicality. Rather than fighting against that design, I embrace it. The goal is not to make the Hummer look sleek. The goal is to make it look powerful and recognizable. As the body grows larger, I begin defining the cabin area. The cabin is one of the most important sections because it helps establish the vehicle's identity. I use smooth sandstone slabs to create smoother transitions between the roof and side panels. Good vehicle design often comes down to managing transitions. Abrupt changes in shape can make a build look awkward, while gradual changes create a cleaner appearance. I frequently step back and examine the build from different angles. A vehicle should look convincing, not only from the front, but also from the sides and rear. Taking time to evaluate the silhouette prevents problems from becoming difficult to fix later. Now, I start incorporating sandstone fences into the design. Fences are excellent decorative elements because they create thin details that normal blocks cannot achieve. Large vehicles often contain external supports, rails, and structural elements that benefit from thinner materials. By mixing fences into the build, I add extra depth and complexity without dramatically increasing the size of the vehicle. This also helps break up large flat surfaces. One common mistake builders make is leaving too many uninterrupted walls. Small details create visual interest and make the model feel more realistic. The Hummer is gradually starting to feel less like a collection of blocks and more like a real machine. With the main structure completed, I move underneath the vehicle and place dark coal-colored fences to represent undercarriage components. This is a detail that many builders completely ignore. However, large vehicles often look much more convincing when there is visible structure beneath them. Even though viewers may not immediately focus on the underside, they notice when it exists. Adding depth underneath the vehicle prevents it from looking like it is floating above the wheels. I also continue refining the floor using smooth sandstone slabs. Slabs allow me to create thinner surfaces and help improve the overall proportions. Good realism often comes from details that viewers barely notice consciously. Next, I begin working on the roof. Rather than leaving it completely flat, I add birch trapdoors across several sections. Trapdoors are one of my favorite detailing blocks because they introduce texture without adding too much bulk. Real vehicles often have vents, storage panels, and access hatches on their roofs. The trapdoors help suggest those kinds of features. They also create visual contrast against the sandstone body. Texture variation is especially important on larger builds because huge, uninterrupted surfaces can feel boring. Even simple additions like trapdoors can dramatically improve the final appearance. With the roof prepared, I construct a weapon mounting system on top of the vehicle. This instantly changes the character of the Hummer and makes it resemble a military-style version. I build the support structure carefully so it appears connected to the roof rather than simply placed on top. Structural believability is important in every build. If an attachment looks unsupported, the entire design can feel unrealistic. Once the mount is finished, I use an end rod to represent the weapon itself. End rods are incredibly useful for creating mechanical details because of their thin shape. The result is compact but instantly recognizable. It gives the vehicle a much more specialized appearance. Now, I move around the exterior and begin placing buttons across various sections of the Hummer. Buttons are one of the best detailing blocks in Minecraft because they can represent countless small features. Depending on where they are placed, they can look like handles, bolts, locks, hinges, or mechanical components. Vehicle realism often depends on these tiny additions. Large shapes establish the design, but small details bring it to life. As I continue decorating, the Hummer becomes increasingly believable. Every button contributes to the impression that this is a functioning machine rather than a simple sculpture. After finishing the vehicle, I take a step back and evaluate the build honestly. The Hummer looks good, but I know the competition is strong. The proportions are solid, the details are clean, and the military-inspired design works well. Still, I want something that pushes the challenge much further. Instead of stopping here, I decide to use commands to create something on an entirely different scale. Commands are powerful tools when used responsibly. They allow builders to focus on creativity and large-scale design, rather than spending hours placing repetitive blocks. With a few commands prepared, I get ready to reveal something much bigger. Suddenly, an enormous modern Hummer appears in front of me. This version completely dwarfs the original build. The level of detail is on another level, with carefully shaped body panels, realistic proportions, advanced texturing, and an incredibly accurate silhouette. What impresses me most is that the realism continues inside the vehicle as well. The interior is fully developed, with organized seating areas, detailed controls, and carefully designed structural elements. Many builders focus entirely on the exterior and forget the inside, but this massive Hummer feels complete from every angle. The scale allows for details that would be impossible on smaller models, and the result looks more like something from a professional showcase than a normal Minecraft vehicle. Standing beside it, I immediately know this version gives me a much stronger chance of winning the challenge. Great, my Hummer is ready. It's time for me to show it to the guys.
Wow, JJ, you've got such an incredible Hummer. I can't believe that you actually managed to build it yourself in such a short time.
Thank you, Mikey. I am very glad that you liked my building. Well, I think it's time for us to finish.
Yes, JJ, you're right.
Subscribe and like. Bye-bye.
Wow, that's such a cool idea to build. Why didn't I figure it out myself? Let's learn how to build a torch. Mikey, round. I'm starting construction. To make the base beautiful, I build a torch shaft from a mixture of oak, spruce, and birch planks. This is an important trick for beginners. If you use different boards mixed together, the torch handle looks textured and antique, like real wood, and not just like a boring stick. I raise the pole higher so that it can be seen from afar. I put gray wool on top of the tree and then white wool. This is an imitation of a burnt-out wick. Ashes and the beginning of smoke. Now let's rock! I build a fire out of yellow and orange wool, randomly mixing blocks to make the flame look alive and hot. I also add cobwebs on top to make realistic smoke rising towards the clouds.
Come on!
Phew, it took so much effort. Great, my torch is ready. Hey, Banana Kid, look! I built it. Do you like? What? Is my torch too simple? Do you think I should at least make a house in it? It's a pity, but I tried so hard. Maybe then you'll try to build a better torch yourself. They ran to the place. This is where your building will be. Are you ready? Then, go ahead.
Okay, everybody, let's go!
Nice. Oh yeah.
Oh, come on!
Nice. Cool.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
Go, go, go!
Where did everyone run off to? Hey guys, what's all that noise?
Banana Kid and I are building a torch, JJ. Who did it better?
Oh, both of your buildings look great, but I think it's up to the audience to decide who did the best.
Yes, JJ, you're right. Maybe then you have comments on the construction of Banana Kid?
Yes, there are a couple of comments. Your torch turned out to be very square even for Minecraft. You should have worked more with the different blocks to portray the different colors.
I totally agree with you, JJ. Maybe you'll build a torch?
Okay, then let's run to the place as soon as possible.
JJ, good luck to you. We'll wait in the house.
Thanks, guys. Then I'm starting. JJ round. To build this complex architectural object, I will need different wooden blocks to create a deep and realistic texture. I'm starting construction. The base is the foundation of the whole composition. So first I put up oak planks, forming the perimeter. I'm starting to build the torch base, but so that it doesn't look flat and boring, I immediately add spruce boards here. The dark spruce creates excellent shade and visual weight. Now, I'm starting to build the torch shaft itself up. The technique of random texturing is used here. I intentionally alternate different wooden blocks during construction. I'm building an approximate 10 by 5 block square, but avoiding straight lines and symmetry in the coloring. Almost every corner and face of the shaft is a different color, because in nature, a tree is never monotonous. I add tropical boards to the oak and spruce. Their pinkish hue perfectly matches the fire theme, adding warmth even at the handle stage. This process requires time and attention. I lift the walls row by row, constantly changing the blocks in my hand. The oak is the base, the spruce is the darkened areas and cracks, and the tropical tree is the glare of light. This noisy texture allows a giant object to look detailed, even if viewed from afar. If I used only one type of wood, the torch would look like a simple stick, and we achieve the effect of an ancient, massive artifact. I continue to increase the height. Making sure that the spots of color do not form obvious stripes, but look like a natural pattern of wood fibers. The height of the structure is critically important because the torch must be proportional, a long handle, and a powerful pommel. Having finished with the wooden part, we move on to the heart of the flame. I put redstone blocks on top. They will give an internal glow and serve as a hot base. Now, I'm starting to build the torch itself. To show the temperature, I use a gradient. I put white chroma blocks on top, since the center of the flame is always the hottest and whitest, as well as red ones in front, where the temperature drops. At the back, I build it with red concrete for color density and yellow chrome blocks to create transitions. Now layering, I put yellow blocks over the red chrome blocks and red concrete over the yellow ones.
Oh, okay.
I put red chrome blocks over the white ones. And white blocks over the red concrete. This creates a complex, iridescent pattern of fire. But fire is not a solid object. It needs transparency and volume. So, now, I am building the flame of the torch with red glass. This stage is extremely important for realism. By applying glass on top of solid blocks, we create the effect of depth and aura. Glass allows you to soften the harsh transitions between the colors of concrete, making the flame visually soft and fluid. I cover the structure layer by layer, forming the outer shell of the fire. Red glass works as a filter, combining all the internal colors into a single scale. and creating the illusion that the fire glows from within. Due to the transparency, the structure does not look like a heavy lump, but seems light and airy, like a real plasma.
Oh, wow!
Now the dynamics. I start building sparks from a torch made of glass from above. I arrange the glass cubes in a chaotic manner, imitating the physics of hot air lifting particles up. Sparks should not hang in one solid wall. They should break away from the main flame. I place the blocks at different heights and at different distances from each other, creating the effect of an instant snapshot of flying embers. This adds movement and life to the building. It seems that the wind is fanning the flames. This technique visually dissolves the tip of the torch in the sky, freeing us from clear boundaries. The exterior finish is ready. Now, the functionality. I'm making my way inside because it's going to be an apartment building. From below, I change the blocks of land to oak and spruce floorboards. And build the second floor of the building inside according to the same principle, using a mix of wood for the ceilings. Now, I'm going higher. The third floor, here I additionally use tropical boards to diversify the interior. I am building the fourth, fifth, and sixth floors, making maximum use of the vertical space of the tower. I make sure to make convenient passages between all floors. To move around, I put up a stylish black staircase that contrasts with the wood. I am removing the passage to the sixth floor, leaving it as a technical space under the dome itself. I put secure doors at the entrance. Time for furniture! The first floor is an entrance hall. I put a sofa, a shoe cabinet, a lamp for comfort, and hang paintings on the wall. On the second floor, there is a bedroom. I put a bed, a bedside table, and a lamp, as well as anvils with foliage for decoration. A little greenery enlivens the interior. On the 3rd floor, we have a dressing room. I put spacious closets for clothes and shoes, as well as a dressing table with a mirror. There will be a magic area on the 5th floor. And on the 4th floor, there is a living room, a large TV, and a sofa. I also hang a painting on the wall. Great! My thoughtful and detailed torch is ready. It's time for me to show it to the guys.
Wow, JJ, you've got a really great torch. You've made the most realistic torch you can build in Minecraft.
Thank you guys. I am very glad that you liked my building. Friends, be sure to write in the comments whose building you liked the most. Well, I think it's time for us to finish.
Yes, JJ, you're right.
Subscribe and like. Bye-bye.